I was lucky enough to have the MG4 trophy for a night, thanks to MG Wangara here in Perth. Here's what I think.
The good, the bad, the ugly.
The car drives like a go-kart. It's got plenty of pickup from a standing start or while on the go. It's a lot of fun. It sticks to the road around corners and roundabouts thanks to its 50-50 weight distribution. The tyres are actually decent, Continental tyres, so much better than some of the cheap Chinese tyres that some other brands put on their EVs. The seats are very comfortable even after driving for a couple of hours. The design is great. It's very masculine. Brilliant job by the exterior designers. It's surprisingly easy to get in and out of. I thought it would be like a Tesla Model 3. I was a little bit worried because Tesla Model 3s aren't exactly the best to get in and out of. They're so low, not great for old bones, but this one's pretty good. The turning circle is amazing. Amazing. The benefit of being rear-wheel drive lets the front wheels rotate a lot more. You can plug in your Tesla charger. One-pedal driving is brilliant. I had it on the strongest setting and it felt just like a Tesla. Fantastic. One-pedal driving has to be selected every single time you start the car. Just please make the car remember your settings. Please, MG. Water bottles don't fit into the backseat doors.
It's the end of the world as we know it.
Although the infotainment unit isn't as fast as a Tesla or even an Aura Cat, you have to give it a firm touch, which is annoying a lot of time as you kind of touch it twice and then you get conditioned to touch it twice anyway. And it still has a bit of lag, but it's still a lot better than the MG ZS EV. So it's improving. That isn't a deal breaker, unlike the MG ZS EV. But MG, could you please use a faster processor or add more RAM or whatever you need to make the infotainment unit snappy and, not laggy. The interior materials aren't the best, especially lower down. I know it's been done to a price. I totally understand the reasoning for it, but I'm just not sure how it will look after a few years. The base model misses out on some handy features like blind spot detection, rear cross traffic alert, emergency lane keep assist are the main ones I was thinking about, which would have been really nice if they'd actually included in the Excite 51 rather than having to add 9K to get to the trophy level. I'm assuming obviously the Excite 51 doesn't have the cameras and electronics included for those features. So yeah, you have to pay 9K extra to get the features and some more, like, the bird's eye view, etc. on the MG trophy. The MG4's direct price competition around 40K, which is the Dolphin and the Aura Cat, they do have all those features included, which the trophy has. So really, they're 9K less when it comes to having the same safety features and bird's eye view camera. Personally, I don't think I could go for a trophy for the extra 9K, just for a few handy features and a funkier look. If MG could improve the infotainment unit, add a few of the safety features, even just add blind spot assist, that'd be great. And electric folding mirrors, sell that for 43K, that would be brilliant. All the drive you need with all of the essential features. Android Auto. I connected my phone really easily, like it connected within seconds. And I'd never used Android Auto before in my life. And I put the address in to navigate. All great so far. But it would disconnect many times. So I'd have to unplug my phone, connect it again. Sometimes it remembered the address and sometimes not. This was very annoying, especially when you're trying to find a place you've never been to before. And it was happening at various times, sometimes 2 minutes apart, sometimes you go 10 minutes and think, oh, it's fixed, and then it would just disconnect again. I thought it was my cable, to be honest. I just thought, oh, okay, I've got to dodge a cable. Just some computers don't like particular cables. But the next morning, I used Android Auto with the same cable and my phone to take me back to the dealership, which is about a 20-minute drive, and it was not disconnecting at all. It was perfect. So there may be some Android Auto connection issues that still need to be ironed out. Right, I don't know if I was doing something wrong. I didn't adjust any settings on the car, but when I put the car into adaptive cruise control, it was weird. It slowed down too much. Even though some cars were like 5 car lengths away from me, it would slow down to about 60 and then pick up again and then slow down again. And I know what adaptive cruise control is like. It is fantastic in the Tesla, and yes, it slows down and speeds up, but it does it, I don't know, smoothly. This one was like, oh, I'm going to go 7 Ks lower than the car in front of me. Now I'm going to speed up and, not speed up right to the car or anything, but, speed up to where it should have been in the first place before it backed off. A car was turning in the street to the left once, and the MG4 slowed down way too much. At 45 kilometers it went down to, and it was going to go slow down even more, even after the car had gone around the corner already. So I kind of freaked out. I took over the car and got back up to speed again. In fact, I took over the car a lot because it was just so erratic. I tried the ACC out quite a bit to make sure it wasn't just me, but it just kept being weird. I hated it. I really hated it. I thought it was dangerous. So definitely check that feature out on your test drive, because if you ever want to use ACC in the future, you don't want to feel like I felt the other night, like I was, scared. The service costs. I hate to upset MG, but there's no way around it. The warranty service costs are a rip-off. It alternates every 2 years between $299 and $907. So in 2 years after you first buy your car, you pay $299. Okay, fair enough. But then 2 years later, you pay $907. And then obviously alternates $299, then $907, $299, $907, as long as you want to continue those services for. Seriously? There's bugger all on an EV to actually service. Tesla don't even bother with warranty services at all. Or charge $99 a year. I suppose you could just put it down to extra outlay for a very good value purchase on the car itself. But I don't know. I'd prefer them to actually throw the price on the car and have decent price servicing, personally. You could go to a qualified EV service center elsewhere if they have the diagnostic software, and pay much less. Thanks to Australian consumer law, manufacturers can't void your warranty if you get a good service somewhere else, but finding an alternative service center could be a challenge. Final word. Okay, the MG4 is an amazing car to drive. It's fun, it's manly looking, and it's amazing value for money for the Excite 51. I personally don't think the trophy is worth $9,000 extra. Maybe 5 extra, but not 9. Though either of these versions are much better value than a Cupra Vaughan and many other hatchback EVs. The MG4 is a fantastic car with just a few, mainly software things to iron out. Highly recommended.